Hey, what's going on, YouTube family? This your man Pristine, back with another video. So here I just want to talk to you guys very briefly about what life has been like since I've grabbed the Galaxy Fold. Now, I've had this thing since launch day, which I believe was the 25th of September. Here we are, and this is December 1st. So, I've had it a little minute, and I just want to, share my overall thoughts about this thing in day-to-day usage. And so, be sure to check out the full Pristine review, the unboxing, the dedicated camera review. I'll link all that stuff below if you haven't checked out those videos, so you can go and check them out. But again, first off, just really quickly, this phone is not for everybody. Okay, it's not for everybody. Everybody's not gonna want to, handle, what it takes to be able to manage a phone like this. There are some very specific, and I mean specific, instructions on how to handle this phone. I mean, so some people, they may be turned off by that. I know for a fact that a lot of people are going to be turned off by the price point. This phone is $2,000, but trust me when I tell you that it is $2,000 worth of awesomeness. Okay? If you don't know what I mean, I'm talking Snapdragon 855 processor, 12 gigs of RAM, 512 gigs of onboard storage. And I understand there is no SD card slot for expansion, but you're getting 512 gigs. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how much storage do you need? You know what I'm saying? And I understand, there's a lot of heavy duty gamers and downloaders and stuff like that. People, they need, the highest amount of gigs as possible. But I mean, 512 gigs is a lot. And so this phone has everything top in: Bluetooth 5.0, wireless charging, wireless power share. You can charge other devices with this phone. It's got a really big battery that lasts all day. It's got 6 excellent cameras. It has 2 screens, one on the front. When you open it, it turns into a big 7.3-inch display. Super AMOLED Samsung made display, might I add. And we know that Samsung makes some of the best displays on planet Earth. If I'm lying, prove it. You know what I'm saying? Shoot me something that has a better display than what Samsung is doing so I can check it out and feast my own eyes upon it. You know what I'm saying? So again, this phone is definitely pricey, but like I said, I mean, it's $2,000 of sheer awesomeness. If you are willing to stomach that cost, you will find that this phone is absolutely no joke. Now, life has been grand with this phone. Okay, for one, it's a head turner. Now, I can't necessarily say that I'm a big fan of the attention, because a lot of times when I pull this phone out and people see it and they're just like, oh my God, what is that? And I love it when people ask me that, because I typically am the type of person where I don't want to have the same things that everybody else has. I don't want to have, the same iPhone as everybody, or the same Samsung device as everybody. You know what I'm saying? And those just seem to be the common trends here in the US, or where I'm at. I'm in Seattle, Washington, and everywhere you look, all you see is Apple and Samsung. That is it. But, being a tech reviewer, mobile phones mostly, I have all kinds of different phones. And so a lot of times when I pull my phones out, people question, man, what is that? You know what I'm saying? A lot of times it may be by a manufacturer that they never heard of before. Some people surprisingly have never heard of the Fold, or they heard of the Fold. They heard about the fiasco about it being recalled and haven't really heard too much about it since. And so when they finally see someone with it, they freak out. They've got all types of questions. They want to hold it. They want to open it, this and that. You know what I'm saying? And I typically don't mind that. But the crowd that this thing draws, I mean, it can easily go from like 1 or 2 people to like 5 or 6, if not more, people crowded around looking at it, and then they're passing my phone around, and I'm like, yo, wait, time out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know you people, although I'm flattered that you're interested in something that I have. Let me demonstrate this, because I paid my $2,000, and if I break my phone after I spend my $2,000, I'm gonna be upset, but I can live with it because I damaged it. But I'll be very upset if, because of the fact that I'm passing my phone around because everybody and their mama wants to see it, and it comes up broken. Yeah, I mean, I'd be upset at myself as well, because I let it happen. You know what I'm saying? But so I'm just saying, I'm not really a big fan of the attention, but it does give me an opportunity to show the phone off, to talk to people about it, people that don't really know much about it, or if they were, uneducated about, what truly went on the first time around before Samsung recalled it, how it's been reinforced. A lot of people want to see those reinforcements, and a lot of people are absolutely blown away when I show it to them. You know what I mean? And so, that's one aspect of it. But Another one of the main ways that this phone has kind of changed the game for me is for the past 6, 7, maybe 8 years, they've been talking about this foldable technology. And to finally see it come to fruition. And we are so used to mobile phones like this. This is my iPhone 11. Okay, and I just mean, the glass on the front and back, with the aluminum or metal around the sides. We're so used to phones in this particular orientation. We finally now have something that is completely different from that. And I understand it's pricey, but it's different. And I like different. I haven't seen not one person, ladies and gentlemen, and I know that they're out there, but I have yet to see one person that had a Samsung Galaxy Fold on their person. You know what I mean? So it's cool knowing that I'm walking around with something that chances are not a lot of people are going to have. I know other people have it because when I go to Best Buy, when I go to AT&T, which AT&T is the exclusive carrier that sells the Fold, they're always sold out of it. Best Buy can't seems to keep it in stock. So I know that the phone is selling. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying I've yet to run into somebody else that had a Fold. You know what I mean? I talk to a lot of people that may want to get it or they're interested, but they're not interested in that price tag, and that's understandable. But I just tell them, hey, if you feeling frisky and you want to take a risk and you got the money either to pay upfront or you can put it on installment plans, do what you do just to get your hands on the device, and I guarantee you it's going to be an experience like no other. And so again, we've got the 4.6-inch display here on the front. This is a fully functional 1080p display or 720p display. Okay, and how small the display is, it doesn't matter that it's 720p. This outer screen, this doesn't have to be 1080p. It doesn't have to be 4K. I am completely fine with this screen being 720 because of the fact that it is so small. Everything is crystal clear on this display, and it is a full functioning display. So everything that you can do with this phone folded open, you can do from this little display right here. And this phone is very thin. Look how thin this phone is. Holding this phone, look at this. I mean, the way I'm just so easily able to grip this phone and manage it in one hand, that is one of the most satisfying things about this device. And some people are just like, oh, well, it's thick, it's chunky, and you can see it's thick. You know what I mean? When you open up the phone, you can kind of see there how it thins out a little bit because the two screens aren't plopped on top of one another. But still, even when you close the device, yeah, it makes it a little thicker, but it's not that cumbersome of an experience to where it's gonna like bog you down or make you feel like you're just carrying a brick in your pocket or anything like that. This thing is still relatively lightweight considering what it is. You know what I mean? Now, mind you, it does have a little bit more weight to it because of the fact that you've got these two displays that are folded on top of one another, but it's not as bad as what people make it out to be. And it's interesting because a lot of people that talk trash about this phone are people that don't have this device. You know what I'm saying? So I think one of the main things for me is the fact that it's a completely different experience. And spec for spec, this thing is killing pretty much everything else out there. Okay? People may ask, well, Pristine, I see you still rocking with your iPhone. Well, trust me, when Apple drops a foldable device, that will be the last time that you see me rock with a conventional iPhone in this particular fashion. The glass sandwich that cell phones have been on for years and years and years. I'm ready for that change. And the Galaxy Fold has fully helped me make that transition. Okay, now I understand, we got devices coming out like, the Moto Razr. Okay, now, am I going to get the Moto Razr? Absolutely. Why? Because it's a foldable display. It's a throwback, nostalgic feel. The Moto Razr from back in the day, I remember back in 2007, 2008, or 2009 when that phone came out. It too was a Verizon exclusive. First day, I had that phone. You know what I'm saying? It's interesting that I didn't start this channel years ago because I've been a mobile tech guy for a long time. You know what I'm saying? But the Moto Razr Fold, I'm intrigued by the phone and I'm excited about the phone because it's another foldable piece of technology. But the $1,500 price tag for those mid-range specs, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm not really thrilled about. That I'm not thrilled about at all. And for people that knock that device, I understand why, because to me, there's no reason why that phone should not have had the top end specs. Now I get it. The spec sheet that it is housing, it's enough. It's doable. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely going to suit your needs for what the device can handle and what the device can do. It's probably going to be way more than enough than the average consumer is going to want and need. A lot of people don't run around, you know what I'm saying? I mean, looking at all the specs and comparing spec for spec to see if the phone has this or that or what it has under the hood. A lot of people don't care about those kind of things, but me as a mobile tech guy, those are things that I look at, and those things really help me gauge which devices I'm going to feature on the channel. But the fact that it's another foldable device that's really getting some traction, I'm going to have it. You know, Motos, they're going to get my $1,500 for it. But I've been telling people, look, if you're willing to spend $1,500 for a Moto Razr, when spec for spec cannot compare in any way, shape, or form with the Galaxy Fold, just pony up the extra $500 and get yourself a damn Galaxy Fold. Or if you can find yourself a deal for a Galaxy Fold, if you can find a Galaxy Fold for around $1,500, trust me when I tell you. Trust Pristine when I tell you. If you can find a Galaxy Fold for around $1,500, there is no way in hell that you should choose the Moto Razr over the Galaxy Fold if you can find a Galaxy Fold for the same price as the Moto Razr. Okay? Because this phone is killing the Moto Razr. Hands down, bar none. Okay? Now, again, the display. When you open the phone, Super AMOLED display, 7.3 inches. There is no experience like this, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing else out there like this. And I understand that we have some phones that have some really good displays. But we know that Samsung is the absolute king of displays. Okay? Here on the Galaxy Fold, trust me when I tell you, it is an experience like no other. Okay, the Note 10 can't top it. The S10 and the S10 Plus can't top it. Any other Samsung Galaxy device cannot top this display. Okay, viewing content, watching movies, whatever you're doing on this display. This display is the absolute king of them all. Okay, this phone has made it extremely complicated in the Android realm for me to pick up other devices. Okay, cameras. The cameras are absolutely marvelous. Okay, we've got a 12 megapixel primary wide angle sensor. Okay, let me get my cheat sheet here, make sure that I'm not giving you guys incorrect information. A 12 megapixel telephoto lens and a 16 megapixel ultra wide angle sensor. Okay, on the front of the device here, go out, boo-boo. Daddy's recording. On the front of the device here, we've got two front-facing sensors. One 10 megapixel selfie sensor and an 8 megapixel sensor. You know what I mean? For wide angle. Okay? Then when the phone is closed, we have another 10 megapixel sensor right here, which is the same one that is on the display when the phone is open. And these are the same 10 megapixel selfie cameras that are on the Note 10 and the S10 and the S10 Plus. I mean, so the camera quality is amazing, and it doesn't matter what orientation you've got this phone in, whether you've got it closed like this or whether you've got the phone folded open. Your camera quality, whether you're recording video, whether you're taking still shot images or taking selfies, your camera game, your photography and video game is going to be spot on point. Now, video, it's not going to be as crisp as it is on the iPhone, because we know that the iPhone is the absolute king of video recording. Okay, I can't say that I've seen optical image stabilization as crisp and smooth as it is on that iPhone. But you also have it here on the Galaxy Fold, and it is good. It is good enough for most people. You know what I'm saying? I can see like tech snobs, you know what I'm saying, kind of ranting and raving about certain aspects about this camera. But for your average consumer and some, this camera system on this phone is way more than enough. So you've got the best viewing experience, the best overall phone experience as far as features and functionality, having two displays, the ability to fold it open. And like I said, when you fold this phone open, there is no media, there is no media viewing content. Or no content viewing experience like this. I don't care what phone it is. There's nothing else out there like this. So battery life, dual AKG tuned stereo speakers that sound amazing, your viewing quality, your photo quality, big battery, last you all day, wireless power share charging. You can charge your Galaxy Buds. Oh, and that's another thing. Galaxy Buds do come with this phone because, again, you're spending $2,000 for this device. I mean, so Samsung, they plug you. Those alone cost 130 bucks. Okay, so they throw a pair of Galaxy Buds in the box. And since a little bit of time has gone by now, we do now have the ability to order third-party cases for this phone. Okay, now I know that Best Buy sells a case. It's like a leather case. It's like 130 bucks. That is absolutely ridiculous. You can go to Amazon right now. You can find yourself some cases for this phone that are like $19.99 and up. Okay, but we do have a little Kevlar skin, little shell casing. If you guys can see that, you can see the little lines and little ridges. Okay, it's a thing of beauty, and it's better than nothing. But I mean, it's not really going to, you know, protect your phone that much if you were to drop this phone. This phone is very delicate. When you take it out of the box, there is a specific sheet directly by Samsung that gives you specific instructions on how to manage and care for this phone. It's not water resistant. It doesn't have an IP rating, so you cannot take it around water. But hey, that's not really a big deal to me. I'm a 70s baby. I was taught that, hey, you don't bring your electronics around water, no matter what the case is. I understand times have changed now. These phones can be dropped in water. They can be submerged up to a feet or two in like 15 minutes or 30 minutes or whatever. I don't care if my phones have that capability. I'm not doing it. And I live in Seattle. It's always raining up here, but even in this rain, I stay with an umbrella. So if I have to be on the phone, I got my Bluetooth in my ear. Trust me, my phone ain't getting submerged in no water and no raindrops or anything on it. It's a little reassuring, I guess, because accidents do happen, but I'm not really accident prone when it comes to my devices. So that may be helpful for other people. So the fact that this phone has no IP rating to me is a non-factor. It's not a big deal at all whatsoever. Okay? I'm very meticulous and I take very good care of everything that I own, which is why my name is Pristine. So it fits me to have a device like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm careful enough and I'm meticulous enough to be able to manage this device with absolutely no problems at all whatsoever. It's gotten timely updates. I just got an update like yesterday. You know what I mean? The latest security patches and some bug fixes and all that. So it's good to see that Samsung is staying on top of this thing, making sure that everything is everything. Okay? And I like that. This phone has made it very complicated to purchase any other Android device. Okay, and I understand there's some good Android devices that are coming out, and you know, mainly I'm looking towards the 2020 beginning of 2020 lineup, because we got some really good phones that are coming out. So stay tuned, because I'm gonna have a lot of stuff featured here on the channel. But this phone, ladies and gentlemen, has made it very difficult for me to purchase Android phones, because this phone is the absolute Android king. And after using this phone, it's kind of hard to go back to something as conventional as your typical glass sandwiches. Now, like I said, I rock with my iPhone here because this is the latest and greatest in iOS. But like I said, when Apple drops a foldable device, it's over. It's over. As far as iOS devices like this. But it's going to be a thing to see something compete with this. I don't really think that the Moto Razr is going to do it, because like I said, this phone spec sheet is killing the Moto Razr. And the fact that the Moto Razr costs $1,500, it should have some stuff in it that should be a little bit more in contention with this. Now, the one thing that I will say that the Moto Razr may have over the Fold here is its size and its portability. Okay, because when you fold open the Moto Razr, it's like a 6.4 or 6.5 inch display, but when you close it, it is very thin, very tiny, and I can see people liking that over the little bit of bulkiness that is here on the Galaxy Fold. But again, like I said, people that are out there knocking the Fold, get it in your hands. Stop knocking the device. Try it out for yourselves. That's the best way that you can experience what the Galaxy Fold has to offer. And I guarantee you, you will be hooked. Okay, I can't put this phone down. Okay, these are my two devices right now. I carry two phones all the time. I carry an iPhone and I carry an Android phone. Now, usually, I'm carrying my iPhone for much longer than I do Android phones because only Apple makes iPhones. It would be a trip if we had several different manufacturers that made phones for the iOS operating system, but only Apple does that. With Android, we've got so many manufacturers that make phones, and so that's why I'm constantly changing Android devices. But since I got my hands on this Fold, ladies and gentlemen, I have not been able to put it down. It's one of the main reasons why I haven't picked up the Pixel 4. I was hoping to pick up the Pixel 4 on Black Friday, couple $100 off, but still, to me, that phone is not worth what it's charging. Okay, is it a good phone? Yes, and I think that a lot of people slammed it prematurely. Now I'm starting to see all these videos popping out about how good the phone is, and it's like I knew how good the phone was when it came out. It didn't take me long to play with some demos to know that, damn, this was a good phone. But again, for stock Android, I got other phones that offer stock Android that do a lot of the same stuff that the Pixel does, and I ain't have to pay no $800 or $900 for it. You know what I'm saying? The price point for that Pixel is overkill. So I'm not saying that I'm not gonna get it, but I'm gonna see if I can pick me up one around, you know, 5, 6, maybe 650, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Cause there's some other phones out right now that's man, that Nokia 7.2. That Nokia 7.2. Go to Best Buy and check that out. $349.99, and if you start service with a carrier, you can get it for $299 right now, and it too is a stock Android device. I think it also comes with Android 10 fresh out the box, or right when you cop the phone, there's an update, you know what I'm saying, to get you to Android 10, and you ain't gotta pay no $700, $800, $900. And the camera on that joint is that camera on that Nokia 7.2. I might just get that phone, man. I might just get that joint. So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? I got some thinking to do because there's so many different things going on in the Android space and in the mobile tech space right now, period. But right now, foldable phones, ladies and gentlemen, has got me hooked. The Galaxy Fold has changed my life. Okay? I am so excited for what is next to come in mobile tech, which are these foldable devices. I'm excited to see the transition. I'm excited to see more manufacturers get into this space. I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with these price points. Who's gonna be trying to outdo who? You know, who's gonna offer the best foldable value for the price? You know what I'm saying? We got some stuff to look forward to. You know what I mean? But I think that the Galaxy Fold they killed it. They nailed it. I still really do want to get my hands on a Huawei Mate X. But those joints are like $2,600, $2,700. You know what I mean? You gotta order them overseas, and I've ordered a lot of things overseas and had them shipped. But I mean, man, that's a hefty price tag with no Google services. You know what I'm saying? Huawei's still kind of going through that little stuff with the government. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, if I can find one at a deal, maybe I'll get one and feature it here on the channel because I am totally interested in doing like a head-to-head comparison between the Fold here and the Mate X. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We'll see. But I just wanted to share with you how the Samsung Galaxy Fold, ladies and gentlemen, has revolutionized the game and has completely changed my life and my views on the Android space. I understand it's a hefty price tag, but as you know, you got to pay to play. You know what I'm saying? That's just the reality of the situation. So thank you guys for chilling with me for a quick second and listening to me ramble off about the Samsung Galaxy Fold here. If you have a Galaxy Fold, let me know down in the comments what you think about it. In the comment section is where I'll be chilling at. And you guys already know, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to expose yourself to tons of more videos that I've done like this one. Keep it locked right here at Pristine Mobile Tech because I've got so much more content to come. Like I said, if you have not checked out my unboxing or the dedicated camera review or my full Pristine review for the Galaxy Fold, check down in the comment section below because I have all those links down below in the description box. Be sure to hit that notifications bell so that every time Pristine Tech uploads something, you'll get notified and you can be one of the first ones to check out that content. And get down in the comment section, which is where I'll be chilling at yet again, and let me know what you think about what you saw. I am completely open to any questions, comments, or feedback that you guys may have. Much love to my subscribers. I just recently cracked 7,000 1,000 subs, y'all. The channel is moving, and it is moving at a rapid pace. I love you guys so very much. I couldn't do it without your support, without your questions, your comments, your criticism. You know what I'm saying? Thankfully, I don't have thin skin. You know what I'm saying? Because part of this business is you get raked over the coal in the comments section. And it's funny how talking about these phones is just like talking about politics. You would think that we'd be talking about a presidential Democratic and Republican debate talking about these phones, man. People are very adamant and passionate about what they like. And if you say something that may be against what somebody else likes, oh man, they coming for you. They coming for you. But I appreciate y'all for keeping it respectful in the comments. Those of you that get out of hand and get disrespectful, you already know. Y'all don't ruffle my feathers. I just ignore you, delete you, and I keep it pushing. Okay? This is a friendly channel. It's an all respect channel. It's all about love and talking tech and sharing our viewpoints, thoughts, and opinions. All right? So let's keep it clean down in the comments section. And you guys already know. Please stay safe. Get spiritually fit. Happy holidays to you guys. You know, getting spiritually fit is the best thing that you could ever do. You know what I'm saying? So, man, just remember, God is always ready to start over. He's the God of next chances, not second chances, because we used second chances a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? So, man, get spiritually fit and keep it pristine in every aspect of your lives. I'll catch y'all in the next video. And if you can, pick yourself up a Galaxy phone. All right? All right. Catch y'all in the next one. Peace.